Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi Mar, how are you?
All surviving. What about you guys?
Very well. Okay, I don't want to forget everyone else is watching, so thank you guys for joining us. Hello everyone.
Hello.
How are you guys? How was your week? Let us know where you are watching from. Did you have anything fun happening this week, or are you having anything fun happening this weekend? Let us know in the comment section. Today we have two lovely ladies here, Mar and Amber of Sweet Ends. They're going to decorate some fun summer theme, right? Kind of like Amber is finishing her project from last week, and Marlyn is doing something really neat that I think you guys will enjoy. Thanks everyone for joining us. Let's just see who is on today. Jennifer, hi everyone. Lisa,
Hello.
Joanne.
Hello, Joanne.
North Carolina, Philippines, from all over the world.
So fun.
Yeah, great.
Hi, Sally.
Oh, Sally, hello.
Hi, Sally. Sally is our loyal contributor and follower, right? She makes, I think, like all my cookies.
I think she makes
yours as well.
she makes the most cookies. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Sally, for being there. All right, so let's see. What are we doing today, ladies?
Oh, here's June too.
Hey, June. Hello from Spain. Yes, I'm from Spain. I'm here in Spain as well. Hi, hola. California, Florida. Happy Friday, Olga. All right, so what's going on today?
So
Amber,
today I'll be finishing up my toucan cookie. Here's our little reference. So those, if you want to go back and watch what I did last week, you can do that. You can go back to the live streams that are recorded, and they're all still on Facebook and YouTube. So you can go back and watch what I did last week. And I also wanted to tell you about our coffee shops, which a lot of you are already familiar with them. So Coffee is a website that's kind of a way for us to kind of keep these live streams going. It's a way to give us a digital tip. You can also purchase our templates and recipes from the coffee shop. The link is in the description, and it's also in the comments on Facebook. So if you go over there, you're going to find all of today's templates, and they're on sale for the next 24 hours. So we put those at 50% off is on mine. I think it's the same for you too as well. So those are going to be on sale through tomorrow.
Awesome. How about you, Mark? What are you doing today?
I'm doing, I've started these cookie card things. So here, yes, oh, there's my picture, yes. So basically it's a box. When you open it, there's a little seam in it. So
I didn't see the fishes before. I like the fishes.
You like what?
I like the little fishes. I didn't see them. You showed me the picture, but I didn't see the little fishes. It's so
Those are the little parts, yes, the little parts. So it's kind of like a puzzle, if you will. But we have our little announcement hand here.
Yes. Well, I was waiting for you to finish. So, guys, we are putting together a really fun giveaway for you guys. It's a cordless airbrush. Yay! Who is excited? So you can enter. It's super easy to enter. You can enter by downloading at least one item from our coffee shops. And it starts now, Friday, June 11th, and it's going to end on June 13th. You can either download free supply list, or you're also welcome to purchase any of the number of items we have available, templates, recipes, and such. I have put a recipe up today for vanilla sugar cookies, and you can also check out Marlyn. She has a really extensive shop there with all kinds of fun things to try, and Amber as well. And we will announce the winner next Friday during the live. That is June 18th. And we just want to, I don't think this is not showing.
Yeah, just take off the
ticker
for a second, and then
the ticker. Hold on.
Yes. Okay, let's see. So I wanted to. Oops.
Sorry, Han.
Okay, where is this? Here it is. Okay, let me bring it up again. So in recent days or weeks or months, there has been a lot of scams going on, especially on Instagram. So during this giveaway, we are not asking for any of your personal information, for credit card numbers, for any of that. Okay, so if you see somebody is using this giveaway for their own gain, please let us know and don't act, with their account or anything like that. We are not asking for any of that information from you. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's important detail.
Yes.
There's so many scammers out
Yes,
there.
there are so many scammers, and obviously we want you to feel safe, and
Yes.
that's why we put it in there so you're aware of it.
So guys, we've been doing the lives for several weeks now, and I'm just going to pop this one on. For example, Amber made this a few weeks back. Last week, Han made this, the bathing suit. So all of these are in the playlist. The live streams are saved. Everything's still available in the coffee shop. You can look back at our old live streams as well as this one today. So the replays are available for you guys to rewatch, and maybe it's not live, but it's still all great information, and the projects are super fun. So you guys can look back. We've done a ton of stuff. And if you are watching on replay, let us know from where you're watching and type replay in the comments. And your interactions really help the live stream. Like it if you're enjoying it, and share it with your friends. If you know they might like cookie decorating or something like that, that'd be great. Yeah, that's it. So that's kind of an easy way. And then you can sign up for the coffee shop. When we load new things, you get notifications. So that's really a fun kind of feature.
We're also always looking for your suggestions for future lives. Like
Yeah.
Toucan that Amber is doing was a suggestion from a live. So we love hearing what you guys want to see, and we often try to accommodate that in our future lives. I'm going to do a really big announcement in between the tutorials, just so we have something fun, not just a giveaway, but something else as well. Okay, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
So I'm
going to kick it off today.
What's happening now?
So that's a little technical issue. We can.
Oh, there's two cameras in. I'm going to try to open another. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. So while she's trying to, Marlyn is going to fix this issue for her. I wanted to remind you. So, oops, I've got my cookie recipe in the coffee shop. I just uploaded that so you guys can check it out. And Amber, do you have your class here?
Yes.
Amber put together a really comprehensive class for you guys about royal icing.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't checked it out, be sure to do, because it has all the tips and tricks you need when you're starting with cookie decorating. And even if you're an advanced cookie decorator, I personally find that I always learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And then
I'm good now.
Marlyn has her June tutorials in her cookie school group, so you can learn how to make these beautiful cookies there. And it's on, is it Patreon or is it Facebook? Or
it's in both of them, and the B is in the coffee shop. Actually, I think.
Oh, the B project is in the coffee shop, so you guys can look at these beautiful flowers. All right, so I'm going to take this off. And who is starting today?
It's me.
Okay, awesome. Okay,
there we go.
Okay, oops. All right, here we go. So
get it, guys.
I can't even say that. Murmur.
You're amazing.
How did you make something I can't say? Mermazing? Is it mermazing?
A losing battle. My son's earphones are now connected to my computer. I see them there.
Okay.
What do you mean? We can hear you fine.
So I can't hear again.
Oh.
Because they're connected to his earphones.
Can you put it in
so
your?
I'm going to leave, and maybe Amber, you could jump on.
I'll start.
All right.
I'm
so
sorry,
I'm
guys.
going to start. Sorry, folks, about technical issues, but it happens. Life is life, you know. I
didn't understand. Yeah. All right. So, Han, do you want to? Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, so we're gonna finish our toucan cookie from last week. So last week I flooded the base, and then I did the body of the toucan, and then I did all the transfers that we're gonna put on today. And the templates for those transfers are in the coffee shop. So if you look in the description and in the Facebook comments, you'll see a link to the coffee shop where you can get those templates on sale today. And if you get the templates, you will be entered into our cordless airbrush giveaway.
Okay, all right. All right, poor. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. She's figuring it out. She's really struggling. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this icing is totally dry. I made these last week, but you want to let it dry at least overnight. I had some major butter bleed this week, so I don't know if you can
Funny
tell.
that you were saying that, because I was gonna say, did you paint the cookie?
No, so it's like you can tell it's a little bit like yellowish. It was so hot here this week, like in the 90s. So yeah, the butter stained the icing.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what butter bleed is, butter bleed basically it's when the icing absorbs like residue fat, in this case butter, from your cookie, right? And it kind of discolors real icing, but it's only like a visual flaw. It's not a taste flaw.
Yeah, no, yeah, it doesn't taste like it. I mean, it's just the butter. So, but I was gonna do this anyway, but I think it's even better now because we're gonna cover this up a little bit, so you won't be able to see that it's like kind of yellowish. I'm just taking some luster dust. This is not pearl dust. No, it's not luster dust. Sorry, petal dust, which is matte, not luster.
Is it petal dust?
Like color dust,
Color dust. Yeah. Is this the Wilton one?
Yeah. So this is Wilton.
Yeah, they have deep pink, right? Is it deep pink? Yeah, I have that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this one. It's very fine, so it's like it really sticks to the icing, which is nice. So I'm just gonna dust the edges. So I want to make it more concentrated on the edges, and then it's gonna fade as it goes in toward the center. And since I did have a lot of butter bleed with this cookie, it's gonna really stick to it. So if you have like a really very smooth surface with no butter bleed, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get it to stick. So you might have to go over it a few times.
And what's the brush you're using?
This is a Wilton decorator brush from the 5-piece set.
Yes, thanks for everyone for joining us. Marlyn is going to be with us shortly. She's having some sound issues. It's always something, huh?
Yeah. So that's, I guess she had like the Bluetooth headphones that were connected to another device.
Oh, here, I hear her. So Olga, the way to enter the giveaway, you can, you need to download something from each of our shops, because we are all contributing to the giveaway. So you need to download something or purchase something from each of our shops. That's how you can enter the giveaway. And we will then collect one winner from each category, and then there will be a main winner announced next week on Friday.
Very exciting.
Okay, Mari's back.
Oops. You guys hear me scream?
Yes.
You did?
Well, you made a really
an interesting noise.
Just a noise. It wasn't like you didn't. It wasn't a scream. It was sorry. We were laughing.
I realized after, I'm like, oh my God, they probably heard that. So I turn off the Bluetooth, and then I lose access to my keyboard, and I can't use my keyboard. I was like having a full-blown meltdown.
Anyone can relate to technical issues. It's me, believe me. I know how it is. Very stressful, guys. You probably don't even think about it, but it's so stressful because you prepare everything and you're ready to go, and then something goes wrong, and sometimes it's really out of our control.
Yeah. And we've been doing this for so long, you would think we would have figured it out. But like,
No, Julie said that we didn't hear you. We did not hear you at all.
no.
Oh,
So, is that purchasing from just student? No, you can make purchase from the shop, from the whole shop. It's not just today's project. You can make a purchase from the whole shop. Anything you purchase counts towards, because we can see when you made a purchase or download. So that's why we are able to control like who enters the giveaway and who doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
get access to the information when you made the purchase. So if it's within today and we're ending the giveaway on Sunday, you will be entered into the giveaway for beautiful wireless airbrush.
Okay.
So I hope that answered anything. But if you have any other questions, just let us know. Oh, it's Texas, 101 degrees. Mar, was it really 102? I remember you were saying it was also very hot this week.
yeah, we had a couple of days where, and then the it's just adds with the pandemic. The kids are at school with a mask on. It's terrible.
Yeah, too hot.
Yes, Olga, that's exactly one purchase. I mean, you're more than welcome to purchase everything, but one purchase from each of our shops, doesn't matter if it's from today's live or 4 weeks ago, it counts as one entry, and we only have one entry, correct?
Yes, one entry per person by ordering those 3 things. Yeah. Okay, so then this was one of the transfers I made last week. This is completely dry. I do these on a whole sheet of parchment paper, but then I cut it up into squares because it's a lot easier to peel them off. So I'm going to just peel the paper back from the...
Oh, look how thin it is. You have it really, really thin, very fine.
Yeah.
Like a little wafer.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll just put some icing on the back. So this icing is a little bit thicker than my normal flood consistency. So if you have your leftover black icing from making the first part, just add a little scoop of stiff icing to that to thicken it up, and then you can use it to attach your transfers. Yes.
So any purchase, you don't have to, okay, maybe we need to...
Yeah, let's re-clarify. Take a 2 seconds, re-clarify.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
Where's the, okay. All right, so let's just, the giveaway is for the cordless airbrush. It's open worldwide. And to enter, you need to purchase at least 3 items. One from Amber Shop, one from Montreal Confections, one from Haniela's shop. Doesn't matter when was the item added to the shop. It could be 4 weeks ago, as long as you purchase it within the time frame from Friday, June 11th to June 13th. You need to make 3 purchases or 3 downloads to qualify for the giveaway. Did I say it right, or did I?
Yeah.
Hello?
And then, yes. And
Okay.
then also, you don't have to purchase anything. You can download one of the free
Yes, it's
items.
also, yeah, exactly. It's also the supplies that we have, so that counts as well.
It's obviously so we can have your information to contact you if you want, right? You need to enter.
Right.
Oh, yes.
So
Okay.
you don't have to pay money. You don't have to pay money. You can download the free supply list. I'm going to get it out.
Yeah. For example, you don't see anything that you like, but you really want to continue following us to see if we have something in the future that we upload to the shop. So that's how we get you on the list. When you oh, this is so pretty. I love it. When you download the supply list, we'll get your email, and that way you will be notified when something new is in the shop.
Okay, and then our leaves. I made lots of extras of these because these are pretty delicate.
when I was gone having my meltdown, did you show the completed yet, or you're waiting for the reveal?
Yeah, I didn't show it yet.
Nothing better than having a mental breakdown on live.
Yeah. Well, it's very
Okay,
relatable.
may I remind you that someone here had a full bag of icing burst and fall into their lap live, and then someone made a video and posted it on Instagram. Well, things happen. I mean, we need to turn everything. This week. I'm like in this mental thing that everything negative needs to be turned into positive.
Okay.
Well, I want to add just this little tidbit to them. So today I'm like typing, hey guys, maybe we should get a little bit more organized. But I'm the one that has everything falling off it's like, it's really
No,
fun.
you're not.
Yeah,
Stop it. No, you're not. You're doing just fine. Oh, the beak is my favorite word. I mean, I guess he, it's beautiful. Oh, look, it's a little harder to get it off.
Yeah, this, I don't know, the parchment paper is extra sticky this week.
Oh, it's so pretty.
The magic. When it all comes together, this is the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's great of royal icing transfers, because you always, have one that you don't like as much, and this way you can really like curate and take all your best ones and get those on your cookies, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm going to put that aside and do the flowers.
Oh, absolutely not, Karen. Absolutely not. There is always something. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. So I put a little bit of yellow and golden yellow food coloring into this palette. And I'm adding a few drops of vodka because I'm going to paint the flower. Yes, Sally, please make this one and send it to us so we can see, because we love seeing what you make.
Somebody already started this project, right?
Yes. Someone, I think it was Kathy, she shared her picture of the toucan cookie that she started last week. And hopefully she's here decorating along with me.
See, when I saw these, I thought you used the dust, but you're actually painting them.
Oh yeah, I am gonna use the dust in a minute. So I'm just gonna paint the one side of each petal. I'm gonna see if I can. So I want to kind of get that spiral kind of overlap look of the what's this flower called again?
Plumeria?
Yeah.
Plumeria? Yes, I think this is how you get it. Like when you accentuate one side, how you can tell then that it's that flower.
Yeah. And then I'll take the dust, the pink dust that I used before for the edge of the cookie.
Oh, here, it was Kathy. It was her. I'm watching Marlyn finish up the live.
Hi, Kathy. I was so excited to see that picture. I was like, wow, somebody made it. How cool. Yeah, I really love seeing your pictures, guys. So please send them and tag us on Instagram when you make them. It's so exciting.
You can use hashtag cookie lunch break.
Yes.
Kathleen is asking your proof. It's high. Your alcohol,
Yeah, so this is 151 proof. which is very strong. So you can use that, or you can use Everclear. The stronger the better, because then it won't dissolve your icing as you're painting. Okay, so I'm just adding a little dust to the edges.
Also,
Oh, how nice.
80%. 80% wasn't enough. That's
Well, it could also be, it might not be the alcohol, it could also be the icing. Like if it's been over whipped, there could be just too many air bubbles in it. So it could be other things contributing to the problems. Okay, so then we'll add our little, I have some more of these from before.
beautiful. So many different details.
Yeah, this one, I had a lot of fun with this. I love like how there's all these different components to it. And then for this, you can use white icing to attach them. I just didn't feel like filling another bag. So I'm just gonna put a little dot with black icing.
I can suggest if somebody wanted to make this as a gift, they could just fill with leaves in the background, right? Those are super easy to make, and they could like lay it on top of like just more leaves.
Yes.
So Laura, can you use airbrush colors to paint, not have to dilute it?
You do still have to dilute an airbrush color. It is a concentrate. I mean, it's very dark, you know, so I always do add a little bit of alcohol to, and sometimes even I'll dilute the airbrush with alcohol to use it in my airbrush, because it's even sometimes hard to go really light even when airbrushing, you know.
Okay. And I just felt like he needed a little something extra, so I ended up, on the other one I made, I put a little texture on the wing.
Oh yeah.
So this is just like a little brush embroidery here. And again, I'm using that kind of thick flood consistency icing. So normally I would do it with stiff icing, so it really like held the shape. But this works okay, just to add a little texture to it.
Oh, you're doing a little brushed. The flowers really make it tropical, don't they?
Yeah.
So pretty.
Thanks.
Everybody's loving it. I don't know if you can read the comments.
Oh,
Hey, Fabiola.
Oh, hi. Thank you.
Everybody's loving it. Okay, so I think that will be Marlyn. So
I think maybe it was also a commenter on a certain live stream, but yeah, you just put your finger on the end and it causes like a backwash in the gun.
Yeah, you told me that as well, I think. Yes, Jeremy, unfortunately Facebook is a mess. So you need to, I guess, refresh to update the feed.
Yeah, Facebook is like
the current comments.
We're having lots of fun as well with Facebook.
I know. Oh yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Everybody's loving it. It's beautiful. So yeah, how big is this cookie?
What'd you say?
How big is it?
Maybe like 5 inches. Oh, and also I use that the lime coconut cookie recipe, which is in the coffee shop as well.
Also in the coffee shop here, you can see that. Yummy.
And yeah, so you can download the supply list or her projects to enter the giveaway. And let me reiterate that you can watch this on replay. So if you are just arriving to this project the video will be available to rewatch. So
If
thank
you are watching on replay, let us know you are watching on replay. You can just put, I'm watching on replay. Let us know where you are watching from. We love reading your comments and knowing where you guys are. And now I'm gonna take a little moment to introduce or to tell you about our little project that we are going to start with Marlyn. So starting next week, we are going to do Bake Along lives on Tuesdays, and I hope you guys, we are calling it Well-Rounded Baker, and we're starting next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be covering different recipes, mostly sweet recipes, but if you have suggestions for other things, we can definitely explore that as well. And next week, we're kicking it off with just very basic stuff, right? We're going to be, well, basic. For some, it's probably not basic. For us, we do that so often. We're going to be doing sugar cookies.
Well, it's basic and very important to have a good one.
Yes,
since
exactly.
it's the canvas to the cookies. So hopefully you'll join us. If you do join us, have your recipe, like all your components kind of measured out, so it'll be a lot faster. You'll be able to work more quickly. So measure out your flour, and then we can kind of put it together.
Exactly. I'm going to be using my sugar cookie recipe, and you'll be using your sugar cookie recipe, correct? Yes.
There's hands. So we'll have them up earlier so that you guys can download it. And if, like, when you do sign up at the coffee shop with, let's say, downloading a supply list, you get notifications when we load stuff. So you'll get it in your inbox and know when it's up.
Yeah, so and once we get a little more organized, we'll have a calendar with everything that we're going to make, and so you guys can join us and bake along with us. All right, so now let's go back to the mermaid.
So let me start by saying, I'm sorry about the tech problems there, guys. Let me tell you, I wish it didn't happen, but what do you want? C'est la vie. Upwards and onwards. So I've been, I started this cookie box thing, and you can see the first one, the surfboard with the beach bag. That was number one. Then I made my bee box, the one at the top, and the mermaid is today. I'm sharing that with you. And those are all on sale in my coffee shop. So if you want to try a cookie box. So this is basically the idea. You're decorating a pizza box. I really love the pizza boxes because the cookies sometimes can be heavy. And so if you have a chintzy cardstock and you're holding just the corner, the whole box, everything kind of, and so this way everything is kind of sturdy, and you can decorate your box. And then when you open it, well, you have your little seam. And because it's really sized to the box, there's not a whole lot of like shifting. Yeah, maybe these little ones, but generally the rest, there's not a lot of movement that happens, you see? So it kind of like comes together. I have here the bee box to show you guys. And this one here, the other one's a sticker. This is with the silhouette. I custom cut that. And those are included in the coffee listing, even the decorations for the box. And so here's the little bee box scene, and you can see the bees come out and their gender reveal, the little bees. And then you have your little kind of, you see all the pieces come together. So they're really a fun way to gift cookies because we make the cookies, but then what do you do with the cookies? So if you have you make them as kind of gift sets, then you don't have to become the well-rounded baker. So yeah, so today we're going to work on a few of the cookies that are in the set. So when you're planning, here's my cookie sheet. So this is, I've baked on a perforated baking mat, and I do have that in my supply list. So it gives you a really nice kind of back on your cookies. And so this is the base.
Did you have a cutter, or how did you create the waves?
What?
How did you create the waves?
Oh, that's with a pen blade, and I do have like that listed in the supply list. So you're making your size based on the pizza box that you select. So pizza boxes are available in a variety of sizes, as we know. Sometimes you order a small, sometimes you order an extra large. Well, they have them even like 3.5 inches. All you use
really? I have that small.
Yeah, they have them. Well, yeah, they're really like, I think they're used for favors. Anyway, so you size it to that, and then you can split it up any way you want. On AliExpress, actually, I bought a nesting set of square cutters, so you can kind of do like just a square depending on the design you're doing. And yeah, this is a project I'm sharing, but this also like inspiration for you guys, like what you guys can, take this and run with it and make your own version.
Julie's asking, what pen blade do you recommend? What's the? Do you have them?
It's a brand. It's called Pen. It's in the supply list. I got it there.
I personally recommend 10 for cutting out the cookies. Do you have there's a number?
I didn't even know. I just grab whatever.
Me too.
I
just
find
it.
Okay.
I just grab the one because I often can't find half the things I want to find, so I just use the thing that I found
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Are there a lot of really super organized artists? I don't know. My brain's a big explosion. I'm a mess.
Me too.
As you guys saw earlier. So so you can split it up however you want, because this one here is 6 inches across. Well, if you go narrower, it's like less of a big portion, right? If you factor that in. So it's up to you. I did 6 slices. This one's 5. It's kind of up to you. And so I do find that it looks better if you don't make them all the same color. If you kind of see here, I made a lighter version, and it just kind of makes it a little bit more graphic if you're trying to make it more cartoony. And I didn't cut the pieces with a template. I just cut the square and then separated. That way you're really sure that the pieces are going to fit together, as opposed to like cutting the puzzle pieces individually. Does that make sense to you guys? You know what I mean? Like if you're dividing the pieces, they'll fit back together better than if you're making actual all separate pieces.
Yeah.
And so the puzzle like concept in this format is basically a cookie. If you look at it, we do cookies and they're all very detailed. Well, this is basically like a big cookie and the details are cookies. So that's kind of like where I'm going with the idea. So here I'm just outlining. And when I finished it, I thought it could be cute if you painted the cookie gold, if you wanted, then you'd have kind of like a stained glass look. You'd have the metallic on the edge of the cookies, depending on the project you're working on. That might be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Or a chocolate cookie, it'll look a little bit more like you outlined it in black, So I'm just quickly outlining and flooding. And obviously you need these to be dry overnight before you start packaging and layering the other cookies on them. And when you're not doing a whole lot of detail, you don't need a super small hole. It allows you to work a little bit faster. This is dual consistency, so my outline heals into the center icing. Because I don't really want this to look like separate, like when they come together, I want it to look like one big thing. So I'm not going to really do the other one there. It's very repetitive, but you see, it comes together like that, and it just looks nice, the difference in color. That shaking helps the icing heal, and then you can just go back and fix your little stab mark. I like to stab my cookies when my icing is really close to the edge. If I think I'm going to stick my finger in it, I stab them, and then I don't have to worry so much about that.
Yeah.
Let's move these guys. You can mark if you feel you'll forget which section should be what color. Now this is the seaweed and the sand section. So this is custom sanding sugar. So I mixed it with a few, I used gold, gray, brown, and I made a kind of like custom mix. You can just use like the gold version. The size of the box is 7 inches. My box is 7 inches. So the cookies are 6 1/4. I gave myself, so that leaves me like 3/4 inch, but you're going to have baking expansion. And then, you know, you don't want everything to be super tight, like, you know, to have to squeeze it into the box.
You also had a paper there. You lined the box with something, right, to make it more.
Yeah, that's included also in the listing, the template for the, if you want to put that liner. So here I did bake these together. So you can have them separate. So what this for like a marketing thing. So these are glued on because I didn't want them to move. But, you know, if you have them separate, then you can technically say it's a, you know, so many cookies, you know, like if you want to say it's a 12-piece set, you know, that's always a bit of a selling feature that you're giving them more kind of, I guess, like the idea of more value. You know what I mean? And so here, just to show them like that, you see this one here, they're not attached and it's still cute, you know, and then this way I can say it's 3 cookies. The other ones are technically 1 cookie because they bake together. So it's just little things you can think about, but when they're
when you give this to someone for a birthday party, it's kind of like it fills the purpose of a cake, right? So everybody can have a little piece, and it's fun, I think, for kids because everybody, you know, it's like very unique. Everybody can pick their like favorite part. Oh, I want a seashell. I want you know, starfish.
The kids, I think, would get a kick out of like kind of putting it together. Yeah. So here's the starfish. Starfish, the star cookie cutter is just a great one to have. Christmas, you know, there's just so many things. So this, you just got a tiny piping tip here because I was going to do the details on the airbrushed version. But you see how I'm doing those swirls in the corners, and that allows me to quickly get a sharp corner. You see? And then you would quickly like flood it so that you heal your sections.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So this is a 1.5 piping tip. Do not flood your cookies with a 1.5 piping tip, okay? I'm doing that because right now it's not the easiest thing to just switch up my piping tip. So I'm just gonna skip.
Thank you for joining us. Good luck at the dentist.
Bye.
Oh yeah. And so now
you can't really have fun, right?
I know.
You could leave it, but I do find, and you can use petal dust to do that, but I do like a little airbrushed detail on the starfish. I find that it just gives it a little bit of a special look. Of course, I have blue left in it. Is the orange going to come out? There it is. And I'm just going to move. So I'm just hitting right on the edge. Right on the edge.
This is how you need to enter the giveaway. If you don't have the airbrush, you can do these amazing things.
Yes.
There, you see? It just gives it a little bit, you know, just a little added touch. And then also, again, the other little detail, I do love the dots on a starfish. So it's just a center one, and then you go to smaller on each little point. These are not complicated cookies individually, but they come together with all the little elements of the box. Looks fancy, even though the cookies individually are not that ornate or, you know, detailed. So that's the starfish. And then the seashell, if you're new to cookie decorating.
I love your seashells. I love the little added.
The little swirl.
Yeah.
So if you're new to cookie decorating, here, I'm going to just bring this one in for you guys to see. So this one here, I just filled the whole thing. And then this one here, you're filling section by section. So you can fill these two, wait for them to crust, and then do these two. And that's how you achieve this bubble business on your cookies, okay? So I'm going to grab my white. You want to have an icing that's relatively thick. You see how it's kind of like raised up a bit, the icing? So the runnier your icing, the more of it, like it's more of a varnish, it seems to dry. If you have it a little bit on the thick side, it is a little bit fussier to get it to heal, but that's what you'll get, a little bit more of this volume going. So here I'm just doing a little swirl, and then I'm separating the section here. And then you want to fill this. And I'm going to skip the section that's right next to it. So, because if I do it right away, they're just going to all melt together. And that's not what I want. And then here, I'm skipping and doing this section.
Did you make this cutter? Did you have
this is from Callie's mini set.
Oh, okay.
You know,
It almost reminds me of a paw, you know, like a dog, like
oh yeah.
at the bottom.
That's the concept of Callie's cutters, right? They can be literally anything. I did add the set to my supply list. So this is the other version. So if you don't want to do that, you can just flood it and then come in with your, like a small tip and then outline like this. So this is a different style. Everybody has their like personal preference. So you can come in and like outline like this on top of your base layer. So it's entirely up to you. This is just a different, like, it's a different style. People do it this way. They flood and then they come in and add like little lines on top.
This is a really nice pink. It's pink, correct?
Yeah, electric pink. So yeah, it's just like a different look. If we put them next to each other, they're both cute. It's just a different, like, if you look on Instagram, you see everybody has their style and you have your personal preference of how you want to do things. So that's that one. And then this is a fun one. So this, in the set that she has two mini cutter sets, Callie, Sweet Sugar Belle by her handle. And so this particular one is not in the one that has the shell and the star. So this is, but she has for sure in that set, if you look at them with your cookie birdie.
A mushroom.
It could be a champagne bottle cork. I mean, that again, that's her brain. She makes.
Nice. So when you turn it upside down, a little vase or something.
I mean, literally. I mean, that's.
It could be a ring as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So here I just added a ruffle, filled it in white, and then there's my jellyfish, and I filled in the bottom.
I love it.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
The jellyfish needed some pearl. I thought
dust.
it needed it. So here, just to show you the details. So
keyhole. Yes, exactly. It's a good keyhole.
Yes. So the bottom here, just to show you. So this is airbrushed purple, and this purple was colored with the airbrushed purple so that they would match. I didn't airbrush the tentacles or arms. I don't know what they're called, but because I didn't want to have the airbrush color on my cookie. So that's the why. And here, well, I wanted the fade quickly, so I did airbrush. So that was the reasoning there. But I talked through all that in my coffee tutorial that I listed there. And so when you're airbrushing a fade, less is more. You can just hit on, like not even on the cookie. Is this here? You can hit like just, you're not even on the cookie. So I'm hitting just, and just a little bit of the color goes on it, you see? And you don't have to add a ton of color for it to work. I'm just going to do the other side in orange since that's what I have in the other airbrush.
Why did you choose those colors?
Why?
The blue and purple, maybe? Like what was, did you?
My reasoning is I was just trying to, you know, have it kind of like be pleasing to the eye. So I was looking at, like, my background is blue, so purple, you know, goes really well with the blue. It was just that I was looking at it as a whole because it is basically one giant cookie, right?
And
so I was
it is mermaidish. You are calling it mermaiding a birthday, so that it's like a mermaid theme, kind of like it.
This is a Halloween jellyfish right here.
You can put a spin on it, Halloween spin on anything.
You really can.
I just want to show here, I had forgotten a few little details. So let's just look at stuff. So here is the sprinkles. I found some sprinkles similar to the ones I used, and I did put those in the supply list. And there are the pizza boxes to show you just the variety of sizes that you can get them in. I did use Callie's cutter, but when I was on Etsy, I found these that I thought were really fun if you wanted to make a version. So that's also the link is in the supply list. I thought this was a kind of a fun idea. And then mermaid. Yes. So you can see here, like separate, the colors, it's just everything kind of like, I just wanted everything to kind of go together and still stand out when they came together. Because if you're using really the same colors and you're layering, well, some of the designs get lost, right? They're not going to punch as much when they come together. So basically, yeah, they're all super, super easy designs that when they come together, and here, let's look at the box. I'll pull them out and we can like just look at it. So in the coffee listing for this particular project, let me zoom out. Whoops, wrong way. I do have that fish stencil that you can cut yourself if you want to have the school of fish.
I love that fish detail. It's just,
And
yeah. So
so
I love silhouettes in general, but the fish detail there, it's really nice. It's like, you know.
It just adds a little, every little detail. And it's not something that takes a long time. So this sand, you can see it's just gold. It's like compared to the other one, it's just, again, you can pick your preference. You see, it just makes it a little bit different. And then this is a surfboard cookie cutter that I trimmed. And so I filled.
Good idea.
There was a gap here, so that's why I decided to do that. And then my jellyfish fills here. And this is an actual like cookie cutter, but because I cut so much of it, if you have a dolphin shape or you have a shark shape, you could probably trim it and use it for your mermaid. So you see, I laid it on top of my square and I cut off the excess that was hanging off. And then you can add a little crab if you wanted. You could add literally any little critter. You could buy chocolate. There's chocolate seashells. You can put that in there. You could personalize it. You know, and then there's so many different mermaid puns that you can, you know. Oh, Marlyn.
I like what Jeremy is saying.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah, and I just want to quickly show. So the liner just is to jazz up a bit the pizza box, but it also, you see, makes it a lot easier to get it.
That's the liner. It's in a pizza box.
I made it exactly to fit. So, and also it's really like, it's smaller than the pizza box, but exactly the size of the cookies. So there's like very little shifting. Because if you're offering a puzzle like this and it arrives like that, it's not really as impressive, you know?
You have to put the instructions, you know, how to assemble.
So you want it to kind of arrive somewhat, you know. So that's, and you could wrap.
Everybody's loving it. We do have a couple questions that I wanted you to answer. So Sally's asking just one quick question. The tentacles of the jellyfish you painted after piping and drying, so that you didn't color the cookie below, correct?
No, I colored the icing. So the icing is colored in that particular, so it was purple icing for that.
And then what tip did you make to use the coral?
The coral is just a tipless piping bag. It's coated in non-pareil sprinkles. It's hard to see that detail here. Let me see if my camera's going to zoom.
Yeah, we can see. No problem. So it was a pink icing, and then I guess you had the bottom layer assembled, and then you piped,
yes.
And then you did it, right?
Yes, I had to do it that way so that they would line up. But for non-pareil, for coral, I find it makes beautiful coral.
Yeah,
it
really
looks
love that. The textures.
Beautiful, yes. So Terry is asking, she's thinking of getting a silhouette or a cricket cutter. What material do you cut?
I've got it in that supply list. So if you download the supply list, it's free. You'll find all that in the supply list. I have the material that I prefer and the cardstock I prefer, because I do cut in the two materials.
If you are new, the supply list is in the coffee shop. There is link at the bottom of the screen. You can see it's running. So it's
here's all of our coffee shop lists. So you guys can check it out. We each have like our own shop with the different weekly tutorials that we work on.
And the sprinkles, where did you purchase sprinkles? Is it also in the coffee shop supply list?
It's in the supply list. My sprinkles that I use, the ones exactly that I use, I've had them for a long time. So the one I did look on Etsy was the only place that I found, like, I find it's always these crazy quantities. This shop sells like smaller amounts, and they had the little mini, the mini seashell here, because a lot of them have the mermaid tail, but not a lot of them have the little candy seashell.
Mm.
So I found the one that had that here. I can show this version here, slightly different, but still nice. You see it? It's a little seashell.
So
That's it.
Denise is asking, do you bake the background with the pieces touching each other to keep shapes?
No, because if they're touching, they will literally refuse together. So they need to be spaced out. And your cookie dough, ideally you don't put any leavening agent. The leavening agent will cause expansion and they'll not come back together as nicely.
Mm.
You're unable to download. The thing I could suggest to you, Anne-Marie, is maybe did you switch your browser? Like if you're doing it with Safari, maybe try Chrome. That's maybe your
Yeah,
problem.
that's what I would suggest too. Some browsers, you know.
Yeah, the chocolate
don't work
cookie
with certain
recipe
things.
is there, June. It is.
How long do sprinkles last if stored properly? So yeah. So I would say years.
I would say so
I
too.
mean, keep them in a dark room, or
In
I
the
would say
cabinet.
avoid direct sunlight because they will fade.
Mhm.
And if you have chocolate sprinkles don't last that long because they will discolor, and they are very fussy about temperature changes. Because we moved and I had some chocolate, like fancy chocolate sprinkles I bought, and there was a lot of like they still tasted good, but lots of discoloration because during the shipment or whatever, there's air conditioning, very very low temperature or something of the sort.
If I can just are the candies hard to eat? I think if you say a candy sprinkle like this, yes, I would compare it to a sweet tart. I don't know. It's like it got a bit of a crunch on it, but a lot of the sprinkles now, if you look at the metallic ones, they're literally pasta, like pasta coated.
The ones that are very shiny ones, the super shiny ones. I love using the Celebakes. They have nonpareils, like they have nonpareils. They are silver shimmering and they are edible. They are fully edible. They are not as
hard,
lustrous as the other ones, but the reason I like using them because they are edible.
Right.
So this may be helpful for a lot of you guys if you're having trouble downloading on the phone. Maybe Julie is suggesting she's downloading on her laptop, and I guess it does work when you do it on a laptop.
Oh yes, for sure.
That's the culprit. Doing it on the phone, maybe it's not working.
I could believe that, yeah, because there is it's all templates, JPEGs, PDF documents. So maybe, oh yeah, maybe it was put it in the dark. Like if you have it in the sun or in the light for a long time, it
does fade over time. Yes, I love it too. Amazing. I can say it now. Amazing.
Amazing.
I like play on words. Amazing. It was amazing. Thank you for showing us how to do your beautiful birthday mermaid.
It could be for any amazing occasion, whatever mermaid,
Thank you, Sally. Thank you for being a good. I don't feel so awkward. I think I can pronounce. I just can't help it. So, guys, thank you for joining us. As a reminder for all of you who are just tuning in, we have an awesome giveaway that starts today, and we're going to announce the winner next week on Friday. Again, the rules are very, very simple. All three of us have template or recipe shops. It's on coffee.com. You can see exact URLs on the screen. All you have to do is purchase one item from each shop to be entered. You don't have to. You can just download or purchase. Doesn't matter if you just download a supply list or you make a purchase. It ends on June 13th. So then you will get a beautiful cordless airbrush delivered to your house.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I don't even have a wireless one. I'm jealous.
Oh, you gotta get one of those. Maybe you can enter.
Okay, so I will enter next week. Okay, great. No, we cannot enter, obviously. For obvious reasons, that would be silly. All right. Do we have any more questions? So everybody's loving it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for your patience.
Oh, we are hand delivering it, definitely.
Right.
All three of us. All three of us.
We'll be there. Yep.
I'm bringing my broom. All right. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you again. Reminder: we are going to go live on Tuesday. We're going to bake together. Oh, what's this?
Well, it's our schedule. So Tuesday.
Yes. So on Tuesday, I will be baking, or Marlyn and I will be baking together. We're starting a new summer series, super exciting. So we will have a calendar out really soon, so you guys can shop and join us next time. And then on Friday, we haven't decided what to do on Friday yet.
Yeah, put your suggestions in the comments so we know what we're doing next week.
Yes, so we're not sure yet. And also we do lives on Instagram. I did a live on Wednesday. You can check it out. I made quite nice, if I may say myself, ranunculus flowers using buttercream, which some of you were asking for, because not everybody is a royal icing fan. And Marlyn also had a live, and we will have another live on Wednesday as well. So
but my live is gone. My live is gone, so we'll look for it.
Okay, well, okay.
Because I couldn't figure out how to publish it.
Oh.
Well, when I did it first time, I also didn't publish it. It's okay. So next time, there's always,
Yeah.
If you don't do something, you will never learn. You know what I mean? Like when you start, there's never a good time to start because you don't know everything. But as you go, you learn. So,
Thanks,
all right, guys. That's it. We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.